like a cakewalk for him. I mean, it was like taking his daughter to school. I mean, me personally, I feel like Colby Covington will turn into a wrestler real quick. That man out there being a whole firefighter, full-time firefighter. Bro, come fight a fight. What's up, MMA amateur? How you got? What's up, MMA amateurs? What's up, MMA amateurs? How you guys doing? We're back live in effect. You know, I already know what it is. It's your boy, Angel the Kid. Let's get into it. Fights that we want to see this coming year. Some of these already have scheduled, you know what I'm saying, but some of these are not. And these are some fights that I feel like, man, we need to see these fights happen. So real quick, the way I'm going to break it down, we're going to go to each division in the UFC, and then I'm going to tell you guys the fights I would like to see. For the women's, I'm just going to make the whole division because low-key, like, there's only really one fight I want to see in the women's division. So starting off for the women's division, Zane versus Valentina Shevchenko. I mean, bro, they need to make this fight happen. You know what I'm saying? Go up, make that weight. You know what I'm saying? I know Weili is already big. You know what I'm saying? If she went up to 125, I mean, I feel like she'll have a lot more power. And I think Valentina will have some trouble with her, some real trouble with her.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Plus, Valentina needs some competition, man. I mean, she's been blowing past everybody in her division. You know what I'm saying? Let's shake it up a bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if Zane can get that double champ status. Moving on to the men flyweight division, I would love to see Matthias Nugolov versus KaraFrance. Hear me out. I know you guys don't probably know who Matthias is, but man, he's on a 6-fight win streak. He just beat Matt Schnell, which, I mean, before that, he was a really, really good prospect. And man, I would love to see that fight. Man, you know what I'm saying? Make it a fight night. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little clean, nice little fight night.
Okay.
Moving on to the bantamweight division. I mean, bro, I don't know who wouldn't want to see this fight, even though we already saw this fight. I would love to see OMalley versus Marvin Vera. I mean, who wouldn't want to see that, man? Let's see if he really got that L. Run it back. Run it back, OMalley. I bet he will not want to fight him again. And I would love to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, Vera arguably was the most improved fighter last year and this year and is on a crazy win streak right now. I mean, who wouldn't want to see that, you know what I'm saying, number 2, that they run it back and see who really deserved that L. Moving on to the flyweight division, Kattar versus Ilia Tapora. I mean, man, that would be a big jump for Ilia Tapora. He is going crazy in that division. Arguably could have won the most improved fighter of the year. Me and Frank were going back and forth on that. But man, who wouldn't want to see Kattar versus him? I mean, that would be just like has fight of night written all over it. For the lightweight division, man, I mean, this one, I mean, most people probably don't really care for this, but it's for me, it's more if he deserves this. He deserves this shot. He deserves this fight. Charles Oliveira versus Burnell Dariush. I mean, Burnell Dariush is on a 9-fight win streak and still hasn't got a title fight. I think that he should deserve a title fight. I mean, if you make this fight happen and, you know, Burnell beats Charles Oliveira, I mean, that you got to give him a title shot after that. 2 grappling specialists. That would be a fire fight to watch. Lapping on a co-main event. I'm just saying, UFC. I mean, if you guys want me to make the fights for you, just let me know. Okay, I'm one call away. Moving on to the welterweight division, man. I mean, Covington versus Hamza Shouma. Who would not want to see that? That is fireworks written all over it. I mean, me personally, I feel like Colby Covington will turn into a wrestler real quick if he fought Hamza Shouma. But I mean, dude, who wouldn't want to see that monstrous fight? Hamza Shouma has to fight. It's been a minute since we've seen him fight. Arguably, he fought Kevin Holland, which was like a cakewalk for him. I mean, it was like taking his daughter to school. So I want to see Hamza Shouma, you know, going against some real competition. I'm not saying Gilbert Burns wasn't real competition, but But I mean, Colby Covington, let's see how he does against him. Moving on to the middleweight division, I mean, Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya too. I can't think of any other fight I want to see in the middleweight division besides that fight. I'm not gonna lie, the middleweight division is kind of stagnant right now. There's not really heavy hitters that I can think of, and that's the only fight that I want to see for the next year. See that get run back. Let's see if Izzy can get his title back. Let's see what happens, man. I would love to see number 2. I don't know for right now if it's booked. I know that they said I think it is booked for March, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But moving on to the light heavyweight division, I mean, coming off that terrible pay-per-view, calling the draw, kind of in the air, what's next? You know, we got Jamal Hill going against Glover Teixeira. Does he really deserve it? I'm not sure. You know, the division is stacked. You know what I mean? I mean, right now, the light heavyweight division is stacked to the rim. But if I'm being completely honest, the fight that I'd love to see is Jiri Prochazka versus Glover Teixeira 2. I mean, the first one was amazing. One of the best light heavyweight fights I've ever seen. So I definitely want to see them two run it back. Moving on to the heavyweight division. I mean, there's a lot of big prospects in that division. If I'm going to be 100% honest, there's really 2 fights I want to see. What those 2 fights contain only one person in both of those fights. Either John Jones versus Francis Ngannou or John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. Please get this man a fight.
Please! Please! No!
I mean, I can't even remember when's the last time we saw John Jones fight. Man, like, please, we want to see this man fight. We see the videos of you training. See you looking like Francis Ngannou's cousin. Like, come on, man. And I don't even know what's going on with Stipe. After he got knocked out by Francis Ngannou, it's like crickets. That man out there being a whole firefighter, full-time firefighter. Bro, come fight a fight. Tell me what you guys think. Comment below. What are some fights you guys want to see? I mean, I'm super excited for UFC next year. I mean, there's so much more to come. There's so many good fights to see. But that'll wrap up the video, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and you hit that bell. See you guys in the next one. Peace.